What if I told you that the difference between those who achieve extraordinary success and those who struggle isn't talent, luck, or even hard work alone? What if the real secret was something so simple, so fundamental, that once you understand it, everything changes? Stay with me here, because what I'm about to share with you has transformed thousands of lives, including my own. And by the end of this, you're going to understand exactly why some people seem to effortlessly attract opportunities while others work twice as hard for half the results. Let me tell you about Marcus. 3 years ago, Marcus was sleeping on his friend's couch, 47, zero in debt, and convinced that success was something that happened to other people. He had tried everything: multiple jobs, side hustles, even borrowed money to start businesses that failed. But then something shifted. Not overnight, but over the course of 6 months, Marcus went from that couch to building a 7-figure business. And when people ask him what changed, he doesn't talk about a new strategy or secret technique. He talks about the day he stopped seeing himself as someone things happened to, and started seeing himself as someone things happened through. The transformation wasn't just financial. His relationships improved, his health improved, his entire life took on a momentum that seemed almost magical to everyone watching from the outside. But here's what I want you to understand. It wasn't magic, it was mindset. The foundation. Understanding your mental operating system. Think of your mind like a computer's operating system. Right now, most of us are running on outdated software programs installed by well-meaning parents, teachers, and society that were designed for survival, not success. These programs tell us things like, money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy or lucky. You have to work hard for everything. There's not enough to go around. But what if I told you that these beliefs aren't facts, they're just programming, and like any software, they can be updated? The people who achieve extraordinary results aren't smarter than you. They're not more deserving. They've simply learned to run different mental software that sees opportunity instead of obstacles, abundance instead of scarcity, possibilities instead of limitations. The science of belief. Here's something fascinating. Neuroscientists have discovered that our brains literally can't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. The same neural pathways fire whether you're actually doing something or just visualizing it in detail. This is why Olympic athletes spend hours visualizing their performances. They're literally training their brains for success before their bodies ever hit the field. But here's where it gets really interesting. This same principle applies to every area of your life, especially your relationship with money and success. When you consistently visualize yourself as someone who naturally attracts opportunities, your brain starts looking for evidence to support that identity. You begin to notice things you would have missed before. You start taking actions that align with this new self-image. You show up differently in conversations, negotiations, and opportunities. It's not mystical, it's neurological. The identity shift. Who are you really? The biggest breakthrough comes when you realize that your current financial situation isn't who you are, it's just where you are. And where you are can change. Right now, you might see yourself as someone who struggles with money, never has enough, has to work incredibly hard for every dollar, isn't the type who gets lucky breaks. But what if that's not true? What if that's just a story you've been telling yourself based on past experiences and limiting beliefs? Let me ask you this. If money were no object, who would you be? How would you carry yourself? What decisions would you make? How would you treat others? What would your daily routine look like? That person, that version of you, already exists. They're not some future fantasy. They're who you are when all the limiting beliefs are stripped away. The abundance mindset reset. Here's the fundamental shift that changes everything, moving from scarcity thinking to abundance thinking. Scarcity thinking says, there's not enough for everyone. If someone else wins, I lose. I have to fight and compete for my share. Success is rare and difficult. Abundance thinking says, There's more than enough for everyone. Other people's success proves what's possible. I can create value and attract opportunities. Success is natural when I align with my potential. This isn't just positive thinking, it's strategic thinking. When you operate from abundance, you make different choices. You invest in yourself. You build relationships instead of burning bridges. You take calculated risks instead of playing it safe. You look for ways to add value instead of just extract it. The daily practice, rewiring your mental programming. Transformation doesn't happen overnight, but it can begin today. Here's a simple but powerful daily practice that will start rewiring your mental programming. Morning visualization. 10 minutes. Every morning, before you check your phone or start your day, spend 10 minutes in what I call future self-visualization. Close your eyes and see yourself 1 year from now, living the life you truly want. Don't just see it, feel it. What does your home look like? How do you start your day? What kind of work are you doing? How do you feel in your body? What's your bank account balance? Make it as real as possible. See the details, feel the emotions. Let yourself experience gratitude for this life as if it's already yours. This isn't wishful thinking. You're literally training your brain to recognize the opportunities and take the actions that will make this vision real. Evening reflection, 5 minutes. Before bed, ask yourself 3 questions. 1. What evidence did I see today that I'm moving toward my vision? 2. What limiting belief showed up today, and how can I reframe it? 3. What's one action I can take tomorrow to align with my future self? This simple practice keeps you focused on progress rather than problems, solutions rather than obstacles. The wealth consciousness breakthrough. Here's something that might shock you. Money doesn't care about your background, your education, or whether you deserve it. Money is simply a tool, a form of energy exchange that flows to those who provide value and expect to receive it. Most people have a complicated relationship with money. They want it but feel guilty about wanting it. They need it but resent having to pursue it. They work for it but don't believe they deserve to have a lot of it. But what if you could have a simple, clean relationship with money? What if you could see it as nothing more or less than a tool that allows you to live your purpose, serve others, and create the life you want? Here's the truth. The world needs people who can think big, create value, and use money as a force for good. The world needs you to succeed. Rewriting your money story. Take a moment to think about your earliest memories of money. What did your parents say about it? How did they act around it? What messages did you absorb about rich people, poor people, and everything in between? Most of us inherited our money beliefs from people who were doing their best but operating from their own limitations. It's time to write your own money story. Your new money story might sound like, money flows to me easily because I provide real value. I attract opportunities because I maintain an abundance mindset. Wealth is my natural state because I align my actions with my vision. I deserve financial success because I'm committed to serving others. Write your new money story. Read it daily. Let it replace the old programming that's been holding you back. The action alignment formula. Here's where manifestation meets practical reality. Your thoughts create your actions, and your actions create your results. Most people focus only on the action part, working harder, learning more skills, networking frantically. But they miss the foundation, aligned thinking that naturally leads to aligned action. When your mindset shifts, your actions shift automatically. You stop wasting time on activities that don't serve your vision. You start saying no to opportunities that aren't aligned and yes to ones that are. You begin to attract different people and circumstances. This is why some people seem to have all the luck. They're not luckier, they're more aligned. The compound effect of belief. Small shifts in thinking create massive changes over time. Just like compound interest, the effects of changed thinking multiply exponentially. Day 1. You decide to see yourself differently. Week 1. You start noticing different opportunities. Month 1. You begin taking different actions. Month 3. Others start responding to you differently. Month 6. New opportunities begin appearing regularly. Year 1. Your entire reality has shifted. This isn't about overnight transformation, it's about consistent, intentional evolution. Breaking through resistance. As you start shifting your mindset, you'll encounter resistance. Your old programmed self will try to pull you back with thoughts like, "This isn't realistic. People like me don't achieve this kind of success. I'm just setting myself up for disappointment. I need to be more practical." This resistance is normal. It's your brain trying to keep you safe by staying in familiar territory, but safety and growth rarely coexist. When resistance shows up, don't fight it. Acknowledge it and gently redirect your focus back to your vision. Remember, you're not trying to convince your old self to change, you're simply choosing to operate from your future self's perspective. The community factor. One of the biggest predictors of success is who you spend time with. If you're surrounded by people who think small, complain constantly, and believe success is for other people, their mindset will influence yours. Seek out communities of people who think bigger. Read books by people who've achieved what you want to achieve. Listen to podcasts that expand your thinking. Surround yourself with evidence that your goals are not only possible but inevitable. You become who you surround yourself with. Choose wisely. Advanced visualization techniques. Once you've mastered basic visualization, try these advanced techniques. The gratitude future. Instead of visualizing what you want, visualize having it and feeling grateful for it. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational emotions and attracts more of what you're grateful for. The natural state method. Visualize your success as if it's the most natural thing in the world, not as something extraordinary that happened to you, but as the logical result of who you are and how you operate. The reverse visualization. Start from your future success and work backward. If you have the life you want in 5 years, what did you do in year 4, year 3, this year, this month, today? The physics of manifestation. Everything in the universe is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs all vibrate at specific frequencies that attract experiences matching those frequencies. When you consistently think thoughts of abundance, success, and possibility, you begin to vibrate at the frequency of those experiences. This isn't mystical, it's how you naturally begin to notice opportunities, take aligned actions, and attract the right people and circumstances. You don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. Handling setbacks and challenges. The path to extraordinary success isn't a straight line. You'll face setbacks, challenges, and moments when you question everything. Here's how to handle them. 1. Reframe challenges as feedback. Every obstacle is information about what needs to be adjusted. 2. Maintain the long-term vision. Temporary setbacks don't invalidate your ultimate destination. 3. Use contrast to clarify. What you don't want helps you get clearer about what you do want. 4. Stay in action. Movement creates momentum, even if it's not perfect movement. Remember, every successful person has faced more failures than most people face attempts. The energetic approach to money. Money is energy, and like all energy, it flows. You can either create conditions for it to flow toward you or create conditions that repel it. Money flows toward value creation, problem solving, clear intention, confident expectation, generous hearts, aligned actions. Money flows away from desperate energy, victim mentality, scarcity thinking, unclear direction, inconsistent effort, fear-based decisions. Your job isn't to chase money, it's to become the kind of person money naturally flows toward. Creating your success blueprint. Take time to create a detailed blueprint of your ideal life. This isn't just a wish list, it's a strategic document that guides your decisions and actions. Include your ideal daily routine, the kind of work you do, your financial targets and timeframes, your relationships and social circle, your health and fitness goals. Your contribution to others? Your personal growth objectives. Review this blueprint regularly and use it as a filter for opportunities and decisions. The quantum leap mindset. Most people think success comes through incremental improvement, getting a little better each day. While consistent improvement is valuable, breakthrough success often comes through quantum leaps, sudden, dramatic shifts that change everything. These quantum leaps happen when you make decisions from your future self rather than your current circumstances. You take actions that seem too big for where you are now. You invest in yourself before you feel ready. You say yes to opportunities that stretch you. The question isn't whether you're ready for the next level, it's whether the next level is ready for you. Practical daily habits. Transform your thinking with these daily habits. Morning power hour. 20 minutes of visualization. 20 minutes of learning, books, podcasts, courses. 20 minutes of planning your day from your future self's perspective. Abundance journaling. Write down 3 things each day. Evidence that abundance is already present in your life. Opportunities you noticed that day. Actions you took that align with your vision. Evening success review. Before bed, acknowledge what went well that day, what you learned, how you moved closer to your vision, the timeline of transformation. While everyone's journey is unique, here's a general timeline of what to expect. Week 1-2. Increased awareness of thoughts and patterns. Month 1. Noticeable shifts in how you view opportunities and challenges. Month 3. Changes in behavior and decision-making become apparent to others. Month 6. New opportunities and relationships begin appearing. Month 12. Substantial progress toward your vision becomes undeniable. Remember, transformation is a process, not an event. Trust the process. Your declaration of transformation. Right now, I want you to make a declaration, not just to yourself, but to the universe. Here's what I want you to say out loud. I am ready to step into my power. I am ready to release the beliefs that have been holding me back. I am ready to see myself as someone who naturally attracts success, abundance, and opportunities. I am ready to take aligned action toward my vision. I am ready to become who I was meant to be. Did you say it? Good. You've just planted a seed that will grow into the life you truly want. The ripple effect. When you transform your relationship with success and abundance, you don't just change your own life, you change the lives of everyone around you. Your family benefits from your increased confidence and resources. Your community benefits from your expanded vision and contribution. The world benefits from you operating at your highest potential. This isn't selfish, it's service. The world needs you to succeed. Your next steps. Transformation begins with decision, but it's sustained through daily practice. Here's what I want you to do. 1. Commit to the morning visualization practice for the next 30 days. 2. Write your new money story and read it daily. 3. Surround yourself with abundance-minded people and content. 4. Take one aligned action toward your vision every single day. 5. Track your progress and celebrate every small win. The community of abundance. You're not alone in this journey. There are thousands of people around the world who are choosing to think differently, act differently, and create differently. In the comments below, I want you to declare your commitment. Write, I am ready to transform my relationship with success and abundance. Let this community witness your decision and support your journey. Your abundant future starts now. The life you want isn't somewhere in the distant future. It begins the moment you decide to see yourself differently. Every thought you think, every decision you make, every action you take from this point forward is creating your new reality. You have everything you need within you right now. The only question is, are you ready to let it out? The universe is abundant. Opportunities are everywhere. Success is your natural state. The only thing that's been missing is your decision to claim it. That decision is available to you right now. What will you choose? Your transformation begins with your next thought. Make it a powerful one. Remember to like this video if it resonated with you, subscribe for more content on abundance and success mindset, and most importantly, take action on what you've learned today. Your future self is counting on it.